Hey everyone, Zach here from Netflix. Got another video for you guys today. What we got here? Well, looks like we got a hard drive. Got it in my bag here. Look at a Seagate drive. And it's in here for data recovery, huh? It's one of these. This is a Seagate Barracuda. It's one of the little nice ones you can get. And we have this in for data recovery. So the customer said they plugged it in and just not actually powering on. There might have been a storm or something like that happened, maybe an electrical storm. And they kept trying and it just wasn't working anymore. So I'm not sure if they had it in the desktop because there is no enclosure or anything. This is most likely that's probably what it was, or they plugged it in, but they tried something. I'm not too sure, but that's why it's in here for data recovery, right? Because they need your data. So go ahead and see what the symptoms are and see what's going on. Let's go ahead and plug this in real quick and see. I have my sled here. All right, it's at my USB-C sled. All right, so let's go ahead and connect. Oh, that's my headphones. So what is that? All right, so I plug it in, and let's see what we got. So we'll look at the bottom here. See light come on. So the light came on there, but it needs to blink. It needs to do something, right? I heard the little Windows chime, but it looks like it's not recognized. That could just be the chime from when it's detecting this thing, but it's not blinking. When it's blinking, that usually means, right, that it's connected, there's a data line going on. This could just mean that there is a power line, right? So the main power is on, that's good. It recognizes that there's a hub connected, but nothing else. It's not spinning either. It's not doing anything else to it. So if it's not spinning, that could usually mean maybe there's a problem with what? If it's not spinning at all, nothing, doesn't feel like it even powers on, you need to have power, right? Well, the drive itself, mechanical drive, doesn't have any type of power thing. So let's go ahead and see why that is. So you got a drive like this, right? Connects to something, right? So you need to have the drive itself, right, communicates with something. That's why you have a connection here, because how will a mechanical drive do anything itself? It can't. It can't think, it can't act, it can't do nothing unless it has this little buddy here. And you can see these orange lines these are communication lines for the drive, right? So if you don't have power or anything going on there, then you probably have a problem with something here, right? So let's go ahead and let's see. Let's just remove it. So we can pop this up, right? And you see, look, oh, it looks like a regular circuit board, right? For the main connectors, you do have ones that go here to the drive. Then you also have another connection that's over here. And you can see some here, right? So these are communications for the drive itself, the spindle motor, and other things. So let's go ahead and take a look to see why it's giving us a problem, right? So if I have it over here, I could look under the microscope too also to tell real quick to see if there's any obvious damage. But before that, let's just plug it in. Let's see what happens when I just plug this in here, right? So plug it in, we see the light, but that doesn't matter too much. You'll hear the noise, that doesn't matter either. Let's go into the thermal cam and let's see. So we plug it in and you get, okay, there's a Windows chime. You don't really have any activity, especially where the controller is at. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. This looks to be completely dead. I have a donor one that I'm gonna plug in right now. You're going to see the controller difference, right? And any other type of power areas, they're going to show differences, right? But over here, where the thermal pad is, you can even see the thermal pad sort of on there anyway. So that's getting a little bit warm, and you can see the other area it looks normal. So this looks to be about normal because you're getting power flow with no issues. There most likely is some type of short going on there. So what we need to do is turn this off, and we need to take a look at this. So when you have something like this, right, you can't just say, well, let's just go ahead and swap this on and just plug it in and then see if it works, right, with our donor. That's not how it works, because for a drive, what it is, it has something that's called like a BIOS. A BIOS chip is usually the one here. It has usually about 8 pins, typical BIOS can. That's basically your way of the drive knowing where the data is right on it, because you just have a bunch of metal platters in there, right? How is it going to read anything? Well, that's going to be basically your brain, and you also have your controller there that kind of contacts with everything. Then you have your power management all over there too. So when you plug them in, it's just not going to work because you need to have at least that moved over. When I have a donor one like this, I may have that to be the case. Now for these ones, you may need to get exactly the same donor. Some of them, which can be a little bit more difficult when you have like a controller, or especially on Western Digital, if you have a USB one, they may have a hardware level type of encryption, so it's called the MCU encryption, and just swapping that over is not going to work because it's encrypted. You convert it over to a SATA. But since we do have a SATA, then we should actually just be okay, right? So you can see this is a little bit off center here. It looks a little bit strange, but it looks like a factory solder. But this just looks weird, right? Even the surface, you can see kind of a little bit of a stain, looks a little bit rough. Maybe there's flux, maybe alcohol or something. And the plastic isn't burned, but just the surface looks a little bit strange. You see this? I don't know, it feels like it was like flux. Yeah, this is flux, yeah, for sure. Okay, so we have flux here. So maybe work has been done on it. More of a reason not to mess with it too much. Now, the only thing is when there's work done to it, you gotta hope that you got an original BIOS here because you don't wanna even have more talks about that, right? So let's just get this up. Let's move this over. Hopefully it's the original BIOS, and we'll definitely see if that's going to still be the case for it, right? So let's go ahead and just remove it real quick. Sure, no problem. We'll see you soon. No problem. Thank you. All right, bye. All right. So now we swapped over. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, let's go ahead and plug it in now. Let's see. Okay, we got power on. This gets spinning, so we see a light blink. Hopefully. Okay, so we got the light blink. The chime did come up. Let's go ahead and see now. So it looks like we did get an error. It's showing that it initialized the disk, which means it's not reading correctly and properly. So what we're going to have to be doing is we're just going to plug it into our more advanced data recovery tools. We're going to have to work with the drive a little bit there and then recover the data from there because it's just not recognized properly there. So even though there is a problem with the PCB itself, it looks like there's another issue. We can see the drive just fine, and we do work with it, and we are able to actually open up and see the files, and we can extract the data for data recovery. So we recovered the data. All right. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video on recovering the data from one of these Seagate 2 terabyte Barracuda drives. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It really does help us a lot. Subscribe for more content. If you guys are interested in doing data recovery services, we offer that. We are right outside of our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., Northern Virginia, and we do data recoveries, take mail-ins. If you guys are interested in that, we have all the contact information in the description down below. So hope you guys enjoyed watching. Learned something today, and see you guys next video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.